Hello to you and welcome on this D-Day 2009 to the first edition of our newsletter video. There has been quite a few advances in research recently, and I want to talk to you about organic food and GMOs. First of all, regarding organic food, it's now a sure thing that organic food is indeed better for our health. Well, it all makes sense when we know that possibly 100,000 synthetic compounds have been created over the past 50 years, and a big number of those have found their way in the fields and to protect or improve supposedly the growing of various vegetables and fruits, but they also find their way in the rivers and in the water, in the soil, and in the end add to our very meals. So one thing is that we're better off without any of these chemicals on our plate. No doubt about it. Pesticides, herbicides, chemical fertilizers, any of these derivatives, really we don't need them. They perturbate our systems. They are cancerous, cancerogenous. They create all sorts of malformations or diseases, you name it. So food that does not contain any of these things is definitely the way to go. But also they have determined that organic cultivation is providing fruits and vegetables that are higher in content of any kind of nutrient, vitamin, minerals, salts. Anything you can measure will be necessarily in higher proportion in a crop that is being grown in accordance with organic principles. So this is now a fact, undeniable. There is no reason to not choose organic as much as you can. Naturally, depending upon the intelligence and the quality of the producer, you may have a variety of in the range of the quality of the things you can get, but nevertheless it's always a better choice. Now regarding the GMOs, they are in the news again, and these are not good news. The very people who at first studied the matter and were supporting the idea, they thought that a gene was responsible for one protein, so that there was a simple idea that one thing leads to the other. But they actually found out that there are many more proteins than genes to code them, which means that maybe one is responsible for 10. And that simple scientific fact should be enough to classify the whole industry, the whole science of gene splicing and modifying things at the DNA level, classified as a complete crap. It just does not hold examination. There is no way they can control the way the gene is located when they splice it and they replace it. So that leads to a change in the whole chain, in the whole network, in the whole structure of the DNA they are playing with, which means that they are altering the way some genes are showing up or not. And this is totally uncontrollable, at least at the level that we are now. We are literally playing with fire. And when you know that at the moment 80%, and I'll be rough there because it can go from 60 to 90% of the corn, of the cotton, of the canola, of the what else, the soy, and now is being produced out of genetically modified organisms, and now they want to alter the wheat. So the rest is really not good, but soy goes to animals. I mean, that it starts to get into the chain, but now they want to attack the wheat. Naturally, wheat is such a basic staple of our everyday food. It would have an enormous impact, and they have made studies showing that rats being fed with this food have alterations in their physiology, in their organs, that are irretrievable. They're just it's crazy, and we are being told that don't worry, that won't happen to you. There's let's go with it. That improves things, and it's not even shown that it is going to improve the yield, the crops. I mean, it's just the whole thing is a complete disaster. So anything you can do to avoid that, and unfortunately they have made it happen that GMO food is not required to be on the label, so it's very difficult to protect yourself against it. But this is a clear and imminent danger. Please pay attention to it and raise your awareness, because we are being played upon by Monsanto and the like, and this is absolutely dramatic what's happening now. It's just unbelievable. Please pay attention. Okay, I just have 2 minutes to tell you a little bit about our offer of the month, just to finish on the happy note. We've chosen the Beaujolais Domaine de Bois Franc, that we have to offer it at a really low price, $9.99 a bottle. This year it's a 2006 vintage. We still have a few cases, so we'll offer them to you at a very reduced price. As you probably know, Gamay is the varietal that is being used 100% for Beaujolais, and this is a very traditional place where they still stomp the grapes to get the fermentation started. And the wine is then done in oak barrels with the open casks. It's still very fruity and light and pleasant, very nice aromas. It has all the newness and the freshness of this organic wines that you've been now used to find. So give it a try if you haven't yet. It's really a pleasant, almost everyday wine at that price, and we'll be happy to send you a case or anything you want. So enjoy it this month, and to next month for the next edition. Have a good day, D-Day. Bye bye.